Hello viewers, hope that you are all well and keeping yourselves safe and enjoying your weekend. Last week I asked you guys to celebrate our 750 subscriber landmark, if you will. I just asked you to ask me some questions, and there were lots. There were some very good ones and there were some very random ones. I just want to thank you all for obviously putting in your questions. I'm not going to mess about today, let's get stuck into them. We will start with Sterling the Snake, which is... yeah, I enjoy that name, being a Liverpool fan. By the way, for that, life is great right now. Just, the amount of banter I've been able to gift back. 30 years of hurt, love it. So Sterling the Snake asks, do you like Doritos? Because I really want to know. Yeah, they're alright. No, I mean, I don't really know what more to say. I'm not a big fan of cheese, and by that I mean I actually sort of... don't react well to cheese. I vomit a lot if I have too much cheese / any cheese. So I don't know if that's an allergy or whatever it is, or if I just really don't like the taste. So not tangy cheese ones, but yeah, other Doritos are fine. Yeah, they're alright. Here's a question from VPL Custom Tactics, which I really did enjoy. Mike, tea, coffee, or iced tea, or gin? You've seen me a lot with tea if you've watched the streams, and yeah, that's right, I have my own. I look over here because I have to make sure it's in the screenshot. Yeah, I got my own mic here. They're not available yet, but maybe. Give it away when we reach 1,000. I love tea, not a fan of coffee. Loved iced tea, especially if it's peach tea. Gin is amazing. Gin is amazing, and Football Manager makes me need gin sometimes because it's sometimes very infuriating. Just a disclaimer, I don't drink when I'm unhappy because that leads you down a potentially quite dark path. So, educational, my videos. Tawana Kumalo, I hope I said that right, mate. Road to 1,000 starts soon. Yes, it does. Will you start to live stream soon or not? And will you play FIFA or just FM20? I like questions like this when they ask me about other games. I already do stream on this YouTube channel. We obviously have the FM20 stream save, which is... not hit the rocks a little bit at the moment. It's more just trying to find the time to be able to do it. And there's videos coming out soon about what I'm going to do with streaming, because I'm going to be moving over to Twitch. I'll obviously still do my YouTube videos here, but there is a plan for me to start streaming over on Twitch as well. Will I play FIFA or just FM20? Again, another interesting one. I've obviously been playing PES recently, which I do enjoy more than FIFA. Having said that, with the amount of people that play FIFA, with the obvious audience that comes with it, and with the fact that I have a couple of ideas of what I think I could do with FIFA, it's not out of the realms of possibility, but it will not be FIFA 20, sorry. If it's going to be anything, it'll be FIFA 21, and that depends a lot on external circumstances. And by that I mean I have a mate who I'm potentially looking at moving in with, and the idea is that we play a lot of Ultimate Team together as a kind of like joint venture, as it were, and it's a lot more enjoyable than when I'm doing it on my own. So we may record that for you and do it as a series, who knows, but potentially. Thanks very much for the question. Taddy Mareka, I hope again I said that right, mate. Would you ever have a go at managing in real life? Yes. 100%. It's very, very difficult to get into any of the big jobs, but I mean, I've always dreamed of managing a team in some form or another, whether that was a kind of non-league team, whether that was like my kids' team when I'm older, because I don't have kids right now, as far as I'm aware. It's a joke. It's a joke. Please let it be a joke. Please let it be a joke. I have actually done FA coaching badges. I've done a few. I never obviously reached any kind of level of football in particular, but I would love to give it a go. Yeah, 100%. Terry Luke asks, do you like the Meowscles skin in Fortnite and the kit skin? PS, put the screen so people know what they are. If you can also do that, respond. I think obviously I've got the words all the wrong way, but I think what you're saying is, do I like the Meowscles skin in Fortnite, which I'll hopefully be able to find a picture of. Yeah, so it's like all the other skins in Fortnite. It doesn't affect your gameplay, it doesn't affect anything, you just look alright. I'm not a big fan of cats, so... He looks in Fortnite like the kind of guy that would dress up in a white shirt and then just like loom over you on a night out and spill his drink over you, then put his arm around you and go, oh, you want this one? So, no, I'm not a big fan. I like this question. Reese Crane asks, Mike, I have a question. Tell us, are you and Mikey Focus related? For those who don't know, Mikey Focus is one of my very, very original subs, and the reason for that is he is a very close friend of mine. He's not my brother, he's not related to me, he's not like a cousin or anything like that. Not by blood or by marriage, but in here, yeah. He's just a really, really good mate. He's one of my best mates. This isn't so much a question as it is a really nice kind of statement or like thought from Hossam Amin, who just says, I just want to congratulate you, mate, for this occasion, and I hope you grow a lot more. Thank you very much, Hossam. You being subscribed, mate, and you putting the comments in is one of the reasons why we are growing. So thank you so much, and I mean that to all of you. Thank you very much. I could not do this without you. And hopefully one day you guys will help me do this full time and I can continue to entertain and make you all laugh and say, why is he so bad at Football Manager? Or games in general. Well, this man came up earlier in conversation in the episode. Mikey Focus asks 3 questions. 1. Tell us what missing piece / signing is needed for each of the top 6 clubs in the Premier League. That is a sensational question. Well, we might as well stop at the top, shall we? Liverpool, Kai Havertz. There you go. Man City, probably just need another centre-back to go with Laporte if he gets injured. Leicester City, probably just need a bit more quality, I think, more than anything else. The thing about Leicester is I look at it and I think, what really do they need? Probably wingers, I think. Their wings aren't brilliant. You've got Mark Albrighton, who's obviously very good, but he barely plays as much anymore. Harvey Barnes is a very decent outlet, but you look at the rest of it, I'd think maybe a winger or someone to maybe be in and replace Vardy, because otherwise all they've got is Kalichi and Nacho, and I don't think that's enough. Other than that, there's not a lot I would change about Leicester's team. I think they're very well set up. Chelsea, I've kind of really strengthened what they need to anyway, to be fair. They've got Timo Werner coming in. Obviously, they've got Ziyech. They're going to be a real threat next year. I think maybe defensively they could do with a little bit more. I really like Rudiger. I like Tomori. I love Cesar Azpilicueta. I think he's hands down the best, most consistent defender possibly in the last 10 years of the Premier League. I think he's amazing. Van Dijk will obviously take that if he stays around for a lot longer, but like 10 years of Azpilicueta, he's amazing. Left back, probably, or maybe a goalkeeper, because Kepa's a bit hit and miss, but I think a left back definitely, because otherwise all they've got is Marcus Alonso or Emerson. And Emerson's decent, but I think a left back's what they need. Manchester United, a centre back to go along maybe with Harry Maguire, with Slabhead. I think in the midfield now, when you look at it, you've got Bruno Fernandes, you've got Pogba, you've got McTominay, you've got Fred. I think they're a very decent team now, United, and they look very good going forward. That or a centre forward, which obviously I'll say, but I think Anthony Martial is the answer. I think he's already proven that he can play that role. He just needs to stay fit and get the service limit. Bruno Fernandes has come in and they're more creative. He suddenly started scoring tons of goals, and I think that was always going to be the case. So yeah, for me, I think maybe a centre-back to go along with Harry Maguire. I like Lindelof, but I just don't think he's good enough. I don't particularly think Harry Maguire's good enough to win you a league either, but keep him. And as it stands, Wolves are 6th in the Premier League, and there's not really much I'd change about Wolves. Maybe they could do a little bit better defensively, but I think they're very solid defensively. They're very good in the midfield. Adama Traore, Jota, Jimenez is probably the most underrated player in the league. He's absolutely amazing. Any club would want to have him. There's not really much I'd do in terms of Wolves. It's just more quality, I think, than anything else. Maybe they could do with a little bit more quality going forward. Maybe they could probably do a little bit more at the back just to get them over that line. They're very well-drilled, Wolves, as a counter-attacking team, so I think maybe getting another kind of creative playmaker that might be able to kind of give them that next gear, as it were, and be able to help break teams down rather than the other way around. I think that might be what they need. 2. Tell us your all-time favourite football shirts. Any Lyon kit, which is amazing. I believe there was an old one from Valencia back in 2008, where they had David Villa and David Silva and players like that, and it was the orange away kit. It was, sumptuous. The Arsenal Fruits of the Forest kit, when they first, I think it was like the last year they had at Highbury, that was amazing. Especially the inverse, where it was the white with the plum trim. Oh, mate. And Nicholas Bentner in that looked like a beast. The Porto kit that I haven't got it on me right now, but the Porto shirt, the third strip, where obviously it's got that lovely camo kind of look to it, which I really, really enjoy, and you've seen me wearing it on the channel before. And then obviously the Liverpool kit from this year, which is just, yeah. Did you know Liverpool won the title? Has anyone told you? We won the title! We won the title! And then tell us your favourite film characters. I can tell you my top 5 right here, right now. Samwise Gamgee from Lord of the Rings. Forrest Gump. Neo from The Matrix. Heath Ledger's Joker from The Dark Knight. And Darth Maul from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. He only had 8 minutes of screen time, but God, he was good. I had a feeling this might come up. Rachel asks, will you get your hair cut post-lockdown? Why would I? Look at it. It's fabulous. The Shadow Striker. What are your aims for the end of this year? Personally, I think I'd like to be moving out of this flat and moving in with a mate. I've kind of proven to myself that I can live on my own, which is a big thing for me on a personal level. And I have enjoyed it, but I do think maybe it would help me save money, which obviously will help me dedicate a bit more equipment and time to this. And this is the main focus of what my life is right now. I love this channel and I want it to grow. And by the end of the year, I'd love to have 1,000 subs. 1,000 subs and maybe growing on Twitch, and then maybe looking at actually getting in some money for doing it all. Not like a wages, and that will keep me afloat and keep me living, and I can live off doing it, because that's you know, that's sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Not unachievable, because everything's achievable, but it's unlikely. But I mean, that would be my absolute dream. So if you guys can help me continue to do that, then thank you very much. Rory McGurk. Hi, mate. Class Viz. Thank you very much. Favourite footy team and opinions on Watford. Oh, well. This is a really good one, Rory. Thank you very much for your question, mate. Favourite footy team is obviously Liverpool, which I've kind of just touched on briefly by all the celebrations and the fact that I'm probably still a bit hungover from Thursday. I actually have a very good friend that is a Watford fan, and me and him have lots and lots of footy debates. We rarely ever agree on anything. And annoyingly, I hate to admit it, but I've kind of got a bit of a soft spot for them now because of him, but I won't admit that to him. They're a really good team, a very underachieving team, I think it's safe to say. I think Pearson will keep them up this year, but only just, but I think that's because there are teams that are worse than them. And hopefully Nigel will be able to grow on it next year, and that they shouldn't be anywhere near the relegation battle. The owners need to sort out, in my mind, their sort of model. I know that it works for them, and it's obviously given them some success, but I don't think without stability you cannot grow anything successful. So I think they need to kind of pick a manager and stick with him. I know that Marco Silva was probably meant to be that man, but obviously all that happened. I think that was a bit harsh on Watford in general. But good team, underperforming, could probably do a bit better, but will stay up. Adam asks, congrats Mike, you've grown lots recently, won't be long till you're at the 1k, and that I'm sure of. Thank you so much, mate, that's nice to hear. I've been thinking of a while for my question, I genuinely can't think of one. So considering I had a bacon roll for my lunch today, I decided to ask the decisive question, what do you put on a bacon roll? Tomato sauce, brown sauce, or no sauce at all? For me it's tomato sauce / ketchup, or however you call it. I like all of them, to be fair. Not mixed together, you should never really mix your ketchup and HP brown sauce. Other brown sauces are available. Don't, you're filthy. That's becoming a real new thing for me now. Butter, ketchup, boom. 6 rashers, bang, problem solved. And yes, I do have 6 rashers of bacon in a sandwich. My salt intake is... As you've seen, by the way, that I can't take it when I lose on anything. I like this one from now, mate, because this is one that's come up quite a lot, and people have been asking me with the cycle coming around. Doesn't even seem like 500 subs ago was too long. Congrats, mate. Thank you very much, man. Do you have any series planned for FM21? Yes. Yes, I do. Leicester City is going to be the FM21 beta save, because obviously they've had a very good year, and it allows me to continue to do my wonderful Brendan Rodgers impression. We Joe, I'm very proud of the boys. Probably do a number of stream saves on Twitch next year, probably. So the FM21 stream save on YouTube will probably be on here, and that'll be with Milan. And the big save, I haven't really fully decided yet. We've obviously had the 30-year career this year, which seems to kind of be gaining pace and going down very well. I do have a couple of ones, a bit like Dr. Benji's Glory Hunter, which obviously he's done this year and has been really, really good. But I don't want to take anyone's ideas. I kind of want it to be original and be my own kind of thing. So I've got a few ideas in the background, but something along those, a long-term save, it will definitely be. Maybe just a true Road to Glory with a non-league English team, because that's something we still haven't done on the channel yet. Lance Adrian Sievert asks, if I pronounced that right, he asks, what do you plan to do when the big 1k comes? For a start, I like your when the big 1k comes. Thank you, mate, rather than if. That's nice to know. Good to see you've got a lot of confidence in me. I'll probably celebrate, to be honest. I'll just carry on doing what we've been doing. There'll be another either big Q&A, or we'll do something big to kind of celebrate everything for the channel. Maybe have like a great, like a really, really long stream, an all-day stream at a weekend or something. But mainly, it will just be carry on as we were going. You know, it will help when we get to 1k, because I think you go to that next level of sort of exposure to people and everything. That, yeah, easy. But you know what I mean, like the videos will probably pick up a lot more views. Hopefully it will continue to grow and make everything better. Yeah, it'd be good. Captain Ajamir asks, my question is, what do you think is the worst team in the world at the moment? That is a hard question to ask. It's hard to say what the worst team in the world actually is. You probably have to do like a Google or a Wikipedia search, and obviously I'm quite knowledgeable about football, but I don't have loads and loads and loads of knowledge about football in terms of like on a world scale. So I'll just say Manchester United because I'm a Liverpool fan. But no, genuinely, seriously, United. Here's a question from Jack. Mate, you went from 500 to 750 in the blink of an eye. Well done. Keep going. See you at 1,000. That's not his question. His question's later on here. Reckon you'd be able to do deep dive analysis type videos into, say, a club's history. What makes them great? Star plays, great moments. I know it's not gaming, but I really like your intros. I've been slowly getting into football over the last few years. Good luck, Bournemouth tonight. I think it'd be really interesting to watch. Yeah, that would be something I'd like to do, mate, to be fair. I would love to do kind of some in-depth stuff, and maybe that's something like another section of the channel when I have more time that's not gaming. I would like to dedicate a channel to doing more in the way of football discussions and stuff like that, because I like to think I'm quite knowledgeable about football. I've got a lot of mates that are knowledgeable about football. I've always wanted to do a Sunday supplement thing like they do on Sky Sports and talk about stuff. And I would love to do stuff like that. It's just a case of not having the time to do it. But one day, yeah, definitely, without a shadow of that. And thank you very much for obviously watching, mate. Take care of yourself. I know, Jack, so that's why. Danny T56 asks 2 questions here. Hi, new sub, thank you very much. Do you play an instrument? Yes, I do. I used to play guitar, I play a bit of keyboard, and I play a bit of bass. I was actually in a band when I was in uni. We were called Cross Keys, and we were banging. We wrote some absolutely beautiful tunes. We did like a load of gigs. I was a singer, if you can believe it. So, yeah, I mean, you've heard my singing on the channel. You know how great it is. Don't laugh. Why are you laughing? I put it on the channel. I actually can sing. I put it on the channel. So, comedy effect. Acting. Told you. Maybe I should have a career as an actor. I'm wasted here. And his other question is, will you ever do an office tour? This is it. Yeah, eventually when I move out or whatever, and I actually do have an office tour and I have a dedicated place where I can do my YouTubing and all my recording and streaming and stuff, then yeah, of course I will, mate. You can all see it when it's there, but at the moment I'm not in that position. Money's tight, I live on my own, I do it all from a one-bed flat. I love this one from Bass, who's a regular on the streams, as we're nearing the end of the questions now. Are you Nelson Mandela's reincarnation? No! Funnily enough, no, I'm not. But I do think this is a good opportunity for me to say sort of along the lines of Nelson Mandela in the sense of what he stood for. I'm very much all about equal opportunity, equal equality, which is the meaning of equality, is being equal. So, well done, Mike. I don't mean to quote High School Musical and make light of it, but we're all in this together. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just be nice. Just be nice to people. For God's sake. Couple more questions left, and here's one from Reese again. Will you ever play another game on a video like Minecraft or Fortnite or Roblox? No, probably not. I've never played Roblox or Minecraft, and I don't really have any desire to. I don't have the time, really, to pick up any games either. But my kind of personal gaming time, I play the kind of other games that I really like role-playing games, like The Last of Us, Final Fantasies, strategy games like Civ, stuff like that. That's my bag, and I'm not really... Or sports games. I'm not really a massive fan of Fortnite either, as I touched on earlier in the episode, so I probably won't. I know I did it before, but I think I was in that stage where I got to that dark place where I was like, I need to come up with something that's going to get me some views, because the FIFA and the Fortnite and the FM aren't getting me much, so I might as well try something else. I can respect it, but I'm not a big fan. So, sorry mate, no. And I wanted to leave this one till last, because I feel like this is a really nice one to finish on. Jazzman07. What advice would you give to someone who's trying to grow their own YouTube channel? For a start, Jazzman, thank you very much for commenting. I'm not really in a position to give many people advice because obviously I'm a small channel. Like, I'm not exactly a big channel, and I'm in no way a great example of what it's like to create a very successful channel by any means. It sounds very cliche, but all I can say is if you enjoy what you do and you enjoy what you play, eventually that shines through. And there's nothing better than when people see that you're enjoying something or you're passionate about something. That'll get other people involved. That's literally the only thing I can say. Everything that you see with me on my videos is exactly the way that I am off of camera. I'm excitable, I get really angry, I get frustrated, I get really passionate, I cry about things if they don't go well, I cry about things if they do go well. I'm a very passionate person, I'm a very creative person, I'm a very emotional person, as I'm sure you can all tell, and that comes across in my videos. And I think that you've just got to be yourself, but at the same time you have to find yourself a niche of things that are entertaining. I think you have to think about it in very simple terms of, if I wasn't me, would I watch what it is that I'm creating? Do you know what I mean? It's a tough one to ask because you've got that emotional attachment to go, oh yeah, of course I would. But if you try and look at it objectively, would you? What separates it out from everything else? What makes it different? What I'm trying to say is make it entertaining, make it funny, make it dramatic, make it scary, make it something you would watch on TV, make it something you would watch in a film. You wouldn't wait half an hour for a TV episode to get good, would you? You'd flick over and go, God, this is boring, and you turn it over. Just take that mentality and remember that if you want to be a YouTuber and you want to do these things, what you are doing is you are providing entertainment. That is the whole premise of it, or something that is of intrigue and interest to everybody else. That is the only thing I can suggest. And hard work. Just work your ass off. If you really want to do it, work. Work, 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 work. The more you do it, the better you'll get it, because the more practice you'll get. Listen to feedback. Ask people on the videos what it is that they really like about your videos. Just get as much information as you can, because information is power. That's at least what Littlefinger would say from Game of Thrones. Information is power. Shansha. I can't do one episode without doing an impression. Anyway, just thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for everyone that left me a question. And thank you to all the 769, I believe it is, subs that we currently have on the channel. It's so appreciated. I can't thank you enough for everything that you've done for me. Just thank you. Hopefully we'll continue to grow, we'll continue to get better, and just thank you. I love you all very much. And until I see you for the next episode on my channel of whatever it is that we're watching, stay cool and stay safe. But stay safe before stay cool, because stay cool is my catchphrase. So stay safe and stay cool. There you go, I got there in the end.